I had a introduction made, but I just couldn't think of one now because the New England Patriots have been on some bullshit lately.
Yeah, you fucking lost again. So
Yeah.
there's another O to Patriots Nation Part 3.
Yeah. So apparently let's see it's like this. In the end of the first half, the fans at Gillette Stadium booed the Patriots off the field. Obviously, they was complaining about the referees, the play calling, but they have every right to do that because we're just taught. I mean, you'll say that we're spoiled. How there's fan bases that wish we had the success that we had, and you're right. You're absolutely right. We are a spoiled franchise. We are. Mm-hmm. But I am one of those fans that when we're good, I'm gonna cheer them when we're good, and when they're playing bad, I'm gonna call them out on it because I watch the game without blinders. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid that everything is fine when it really isn't. They play like hot garbage in that first half. So it was so bad that oh my! I can't even put it into words how upset and angry I was. I did 32 bars not too far at halftime, and I went off. I never had to scream that much on a live stream before ever.
It was the worst half I've ever seen. This had to be the worst half they've ever had. I've never seen such monstrosity before. To the point where they quit out in the first half.
They fucking quit. 2 timeouts with 57 seconds left in the game. We're in midfield. Tried to go down the field, get in the field goal range, kick a field goal, whatever, because we were down 13 points.
No, try something.
Just do something. But Josh McDaniels said, no, we're going to just go into halftime and make adjustments with 2 timeouts left. Josh McDaniels, I want to ask you a serious question, sir. With those 2 timeouts, right? What the fuck are you going to do with them when you don't use them, right? You need to put them in your ass because you want to fucking use them shit for something else. When you don't use the fucking thing, they fucking are useless.
Yeah, it's not like carryover minutes, back in the day with Boost Mobile. Yeah,
they don't
carry over.
On AT&T. Use those motherfucking shits, dumbass. So that pissed me off. The crowd obviously didn't like it.
And I think that's why they booed. I don't think they booed because they sucked that bad. I think they booed because it looked like they quit out in that first half.
I agree.
That showed no heart, no fire, no will, no nothing.
And there's no sense of urgency whatsoever. It was like, yo, this is pathetic. And in the 16 years of me being a New England Patriots fan, I've never ever heard of the Gillette Stadium crowd going to booing the Patriots off the field. I've never seen it. And of course, that caused some controversy on our end because, I posted the stats on Facebook because why the fuck not? I tried to take advantage of our platform on social media. And a lot of people didn't like the fact that, that I said that they had the right to boo people in the stadium. A lot of people didn't like it.
Which is stupid. I really don't understand that.
There are certain people in there that, Marisol, who is also an executive producer of who's a good friend of the show, and she's an executive producer of 32 Bars Not Too Far. She got into a Facebook war. Her and Juan. Facebook war with people on my Facebook page talking about, old school. There are much older fans that said that, we're season ticket holders, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Took all that dumb shit. To the point where they insulted Juan talking about, well, you don't have enough money to be a season ticket holder. And I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
I learned a lot about Bostonians that day.
Yeah, I did too. Talking about because obviously we live in New York. They're like, well.
Yeah, they hate New Yorkers.
They hate
and
New Yorkers.
We're whack-ass youngsters.
Yeah, whack-ass youngsters that don't know anything. I guarantee you, me and Juan can challenge any one of them. A lot of them don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. And like I said, for the women that listen to us, there's no disrespect to y'all, but there are some women that know what they're talking about, and I love it. But then there's some of y'all who don't know shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 2 bitches that were trying to
who don't
get
know
on me.
Shit. You only watch the Patriots because your boyfriend watches it or whatever, and it's the cool thing to do. So yeah, fuck you. That's what I say about that. But other than that, it was just so annoying because it's like, yo, Like, I'm tired of Patriot fans. And you know what it is? This year, especially this year, I've learned this year that we are a spoiled franchise and we're clearly divided. We're divided by old school versus new school. Patriot fans versus Tom Brady fans. It's like, where the fuck does it end? It's like, listen, we like the same team. Give me this cheer right there. And then if you talk about them negatively about them, oh, you're not a real fan. First of all, the nerve to tell, if anyone to tell me or Juan that we're not real fans is absolutely fucking ridiculous. You know how much money we spent on Patriots paraphernalia? Paraphernalia. I think I said it right? Patriot merchandise. How many jerseys I have? How much money I spent going to bars to watch the games? That costs money too. So in the time,
went to the fucking game.
Went to the game. We were there. So we put a lot of time and effort, and then we do a podcast talking about the New England Patriots. So of course, we are dedicated fans that love doing it because that's what we like to do. So the question, our fandom is ridiculous, and whatever is ridiculous. So yeah, all the Patriots Nation, not all of you are like this. To the ones that just complain about everything and don't watch. There was one guy that said on my Facebook that said, "Oh well, Patriot fans are spoiled," and Juan replied, "Yeah, a lot of y'all spoiled and delusional because apparently he said that the Patriots didn't quit." And I said, "You didn't watch the game we watched because clearly that's what we saw. That's what we saw." I was offended. I was offended.
Yeah, that's what made us all snap.
And that's why I smacked the way I did, and I don't care, and I'm not apologizing for it either. That's it. Fuck off. If you have a problem with it, fuck off. That's it. But I'm getting sick and tired of fucking having these old Patriots because I feel like it's pointless.
This year is very interesting.
Because it's like
I don't think I've ever seen this before. The way that our fan bases are at war now.
You know what it is?
This civil war we're having with our fan base. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
You know what it is? Because many people know it's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, because we suck. I'm about to say, I think the theory is that because we're not performing now,
it's the beginning of the
people are starting to get antsy. People are going to leave the fan base soon, which is great. I can't wait for that.
For real. Once they leave, finally I get to go to Gillette and watch the games, hopefully for the most part. And then it's like, yo, get these fans out of here because a lot of these fans don't know what they're just dead just because they're winning. And then when the 49ers have their dynasty, whatever, or the next dynasty comes, they'll just go dick ride them. But not me. I'm still going to stay with this team to thick and thin because, one...
That's what we do.
That's what we do, and it goes... And that's what I believe in. If I was to drop the Patriots now, it go against everything I believe in a waste of 16 years of fandom, a waste. And all the ridicule I got when we lost big games. Like, you think I wanted to have to let that vein? No, ridiculous. But, that's just... I gotta say about that.
And it sucks that we're divided because now, based on the news that popped up yesterday, we have to band together now. Because apparently what we went through in 2007 is about to happen again. So now is not the time to be divided. No. It's really not. We have to stick together now because we're all we got, if you haven't noticed. Yeah. No one feels bad for us. No one will ever sympathize with us. And they look for the first chance they get to annihilate us. And the media also loves to annihilate our fan base and our organization.
ESPN
in particular.
ESPN could not wait to put this story out to the point where they had to chill out for it. But this is my problem. Obviously, if you haven't heard, the New England Patriots are possibly involved in another scandal. Well, not really, but that's how they pointed it out.
Spygate 2.
Spygate 2 because during the Browns and Bengals game on Sunday, a production crew who was supposed to be from Robert Kraft for the new documentary series called Do Your Job, was there. Obviously, they had permission, with the Cleveland Browns had permission, and, they were recording. Allegedly, they said that they were recording the advanced scout of the New England Patriots, but also they had footage of the Patriots scouting production company, recording the Bengals sideline. Seeing all the play calling and the signals and all that stuff like that. And one of the Bengals officials had noticed that they were there. How did they find out they were there? because these guys were wearing New England Patriots merchandise, their sweaters. Clearly, it was very noticeable. Now I want to ask you this question. What made you think that was smart? Seriously. And then the thing is that Robert Kraft came up with the with the statement. And I read the statement and I'm like, Robert Kraft, this is dumb. You mean to tell me how the fuck do you not? How you say, oh well, they unknowingly broke the policy? You think had this been another team, don't worry with a kid, but because it's the New England Patriots and we have been accused of this before, they're going to eat this alive. And the fact of the matter is that you said that, oh, this is a production company, they unknowingly did it before. How did they unknowingly not know they were doing something wrong? It's stupid. Why put yourselves in a situation where we're under scrutiny already? We're the most scrutinized team in the NFL. Why would you put yourself in that situation for? Why? It was stupid. It's dumb.
And this is really much to do about nothing.
It has nothing to do with nothing.
You're not going to sit there and tell me we're trying to cheat to beat the Bengals.
1 in 12 Bengals.
1 in 12 team, really?
If they were doing this against the Ravens or the Chiefs, even if they did that shit in the Chiefs, I'm like, okay, I'm going to look at them like, okay, this is bad, this is stupid. But I get it, even though it's wrong. But I get it. But the 1 in 12 Bengals.
I refuse to believe.
I refuse to believe that this is the case. My issue with them is that they're fucking dumb for even putting themselves in that situation. You said, oh, you told the Cleveland Browns, right? The Browns knew we were there. But you didn't tell
the Bengals.
The Bengals in the league. Why? The people were saying, oh, that's a JV move by the Patriots, front office, this is bad leadership, how they didn't handle it. The New England Patriots, you're under high scrutiny. They were waiting. It's bad that they call us cheaters already. They call us cheaters and all that stuff. They were just waiting for this to happen. And now they're gonna discredit every single win this year. They're gonna discredit everything we do after the fact. If they win a Super Bowl this year, they're gonna still like, oh well, this is like 2014, the Flake game. Same shit again, or other stuff like that. Like, why put yourself in that predicament? I don't get it. It's so dumb. It's stupid. And it's like, yo, this whole thing is about nothing. But
look, Belichick already said it's got nothing to do with him. So he said this got nothing to do with football operations entirely. This is literally a movie production thing. He has no control or no business with that. So therefore, on that note, how is it possible you could try to connect the two? If they're doing a movie thing, that has nothing to do with football operations. So how can we cheat from that? 2, their ex-players, Rob Ninkovich said that production thing has nothing. He said it himself. An ex-player who retired from us, 2 years ago? He said it right there. He has nothing to do with the football side of anything. That's just a movie thing for the Patriots website. That's it. So, of course, the haters are not going to try to hear that because people don't care about facts. They hear what they want to hear, and they only choose what they want to listen to. So they're not going to care about facts.
There was breaking news that said that the Patriots probably won't serve any severe penalties, but for this gaffe, they probably pay a fine.
Probably just a smack in the wrist.
A fine, whatever.
Because even the NFL knows as much to do about nothing. Because if this was real, they would have went crazy like the last 2 scandals.
Yeah. They realized, listen, this is not a big deal, but ESPN and your Adam Schefter, who had to backtrack this morning, because think about it, ESPN couldn't wait. They wanted to put the story. They broke it on Monday Night Football. They couldn't wait.
Of course they did. But I never watched them. I hate them.
Like ESPN is one of the. First of all, they had that expose on the Patriots for Deflategate, which was garbage.
Yup, which was all false, by the way.
All false. It was garbage, and like they had this witch hunt with us for years. I said, you know what? Fuck ESPN. That's why your ratings are terrible, and you guys suck. Fox Sports 1 is better than y'all.
That's why I refused to work for them. I went to college for journalism. Well, that's my background, by the way. But I didn't want to work for a company like that, so I started to do my own thing.
And then let alone
for that reason.
And then let alone
corrupt
their political views, which is not a politics show. I'm not talking about that, but the political views are just so obvious that they're just trying to push agendas. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. You know, I'm not getting into political views, and I'm not going to tell you my political views at all because it's none of your business. It's none of your business. But still, it's still disgusting. But that's neither here nor there. But
no, like
it's ridiculous.
And they supposed to say sports journalism is unbiased and bull. But look,
journalism in general is biased.
It's completely biased. I know. I learned that, and that's why I decided not to do any of that writing stuff. So the fact of the matter is, we're gonna be okay. We're just gonna hear a lot of shit from the media and the fans for the next year. Whatever. We're used to it. We're New England Patriots. If anything, we're very thick-skinned. We'll be all right.
Well, some of us are.
Yeah, some of us are.
Not all of us. Not all of them. Because some of them, you talk bad about them, they're going to cry. So about, they haters. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
We'll be all right. So let's just let that shit go. Yeah. We know the facts. We know that nothing's going on. The NFL knows because, again, we're not going to get in trouble for this. So it's fine. Whatever. So let's go back to the little massacre that turned out to be not a massacre at the end of the day, the game Sunday. So the second half was, I don't want to say complete opposite because we still lost.
Yeah.
But
they held the Chiefs to 3 points in the second half.
Yes. They grew their cojones.
Yeah. They did.
And they locked up cojones.
They did. He first of all, in the first half, it looked like he got hurt because his hands hurt him. And then he kind of like did what he wanted to do in the first half. The second half, nope. You're going to have to try to beat us somewhere else. You can't. And if it wasn't for, like, unfortunately...
Yeah, that's the next segment. Because defense was absolutely sensational.
Absolutely sensational.
And then, those zebras. Yeah.
Now, the thing I said was, I was mad about the calls. About the calls we're about to mention right now. But I was like, I didn't really credit it. I didn't like say,
let's say that right now. That was not the reason we lost the game.
I agree. Those calls are not the reason why we lost.
That's a fact. It didn't help. We should have escaped. I'll tell you that. But no. That first half was the reason why we lost the game.
I agree.
If they were anywhere near competent, none of that would have happened. What has to happen in a football game is that you take care of your business and you do not allow the game to get into the hands of the refs, especially this year. So the refs are horrid and they deserve to go to hell, especially Jerome Boger.
Oh, he's horrible.
I really, honest to God, this is going to be the most biased thing I said in the show.
Go ahead.
I think he has an agenda against New England. This is not the first time he fucked New England over when it comes to calls for losing the game.
Didn't he fuck us over in Carolina 2015 with the pass interference call?
He fucked us over against Carolina 2017. Those two where those defensive holding calls came from for them to get to field goal range, I don't know where the fuck those came from against Stephon Gilmore. But he was the one that refereed in that game, and they fucked us over. I don't remember. Was he the referee against that game in 2013?
I believe he was. I'm Monday Night Football. Yeah.
Well, if he was, then fuck him, because I didn't know you could hug players during plays. I didn't know you could do that. That's what the fuck Luke Kuechly did against Rob Gronkowski. But yeah, he has a history of doing type of shit like this to New England Patriots. Yeah. So fuck that son of a bitch.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah, so he does this. But that referee crew, Lord have mercy. I've never seen something like this since that Green Bay game against the Lions earlier this year. Because that was a shit show too.
Yeah, that was hard.
This was just like that.
Wow. Monday Night Football as well.
Yeah, that was insane. But this was on par. On par. Because the Chiefs had some bullshit calls too. Like for us, they had some bad calls going against them too. So it's not like but at least they didn't get cost 14 points though.
They had 120 yards penalty yards in that game. They were penalized a lot in this game. So
a decent amount of them were not warranted.
Yeah, we're not warranted at all. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? That's not. So my issue was this. As far as it was a fourth down play, with I think it was Sammy Watkins or I think it was Hill, one of them. It was a fourth down.
You talking about the challenge?
The challenge, right?
Yeah, it was.
Me personally, I would not challenge it because they end up kicking the field goal anyway, so you end up winning anyway. It wouldn't have mattered regardless. So you end up kicking the field goal anyway. The Chiefs. I would say fuck the challenge, whatever. But you challenged it, and they said nah, it's first down.
But then when you go to replay,
It was not a first down.
It was clear as fucking day that it was not a first down. He was a good yard short. I don't think I've ever seen a ref spot the ball so far away from where it's supposed to be. That was like almost 2 yards they gave them in the spot. What's ridiculous? Like, it was pretty egregious. But the thing is that if you're not going to actually take replay seriously, what the fuck was the point?
For real. For real.
Hence why I said on the last Sports Dynasty podcast episode, I feel like they're doing this on purpose at this point. Like, they cannot be this stupid. Because either your eyes don't work or you're just being stubborn. And I think it's the second version. I think they just don't give a fuck about anybody. And whatever they say goes. They got that attitude.
They gotten worse. They gotten worse over the years. But that same game last year, and then how scrutinized they were, how scrutinized was just said, oh, so you're going to try to play us and then do challenges now?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
They probably said, SMD, we're going to do what the hell we want to do now. And if it affects your game, it's going to affect your game. I don't give a damn who it is.
Yep, I really believe.
And they know what it is. A lot of people say that, and then Patriot fans who are complaining about the calls, my thing is that we lost a game the same way we won those games. A lot of games that we won were on bad calls. The Dallas game, literally 2 weeks ago against Dallas.
Oh yeah.
Not a tripping call, and that was literally the.
Yeah, because they had a conversion.
That cost them the game. Yeah, and that cost them the game. We're not sure that they would have scored anyway, but that literally cost them the game. So yeah, so we can't get mad about that shit because, like, listen, we won games like that as well. Meanwhile, a great egregious calls. Then you had another call.
Oh, here we go. No, this is probably my favorite one, actually. Another defensive one.
Yeah.
So Travis Kelce caught the ball, went down. McCourty punched the ball out. Clear fumble. Stephon Gilmore picks it up. He had daylight. The only 2 people who were ahead that had a quote-unquote chance of catching him was Patrick Mahomes and the lineman. So, no. Especially with Patrick Mahomes with his messed up legs. No. And they called the play dead.
They said the play was dead.
You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to let it go. Again, what is the point of replay? Because what could happen is you let him score the touchdown, whether it's a touchdown or not, then you can go back because every scoring play is reviewed. So you can go ahead, go to the tape, see what happened, and then whether it was or not, you rule it back or you rule it not from whatever. But they called the play dead.
And they originally ruled it down by contact. Belichick then challenges it, and it ended up was being a fumble. And they had the Patriots.
They spotted the ball where he fumbled.
They fumbled the ball at, which is not fair because he literally had daylight and that's a touchdown right there.
Yep.
And I'm like, how? And I'm like, wait a minute. And of course, unfortunately, they couldn't get down. They got down the field and they ended up fucking punting the ball anyway, I believe. She was like, yo, that's a touchdown right there and there. You fucking just took away from them. Right there and there.
Yep. Also, on the last play call that we didn't do, Travis Kelce also had offense pass interference. Belichick also challenged that too, part of the challenges.
And
yeah, on that he threw a pick with his ass. Apparently, I saw it. It was funny, but yeah, I didn't see it live though. I was just too focused on the spot of the ball. But when you look back in it, Travis Kelce also did offense pass interference on that conversion. So yeah, they fucked up twice in one challenge. Anyway, back to the fumble.
And then it was a pass. Then I think when we were on offense, right?
Oh, the last one. Okay.
We was on offense, and it was blatant pass interference on the Chiefs.
Oh wait, I like there's 2. Yeah, that's one of them.
Blatant pass.
Philip Dorsett.
On Philip Dorsett, blatant pass interference. We're like, with the flag, they didn't call the flag. So I'm like, what? That would have put us right in the 15-yard line.
Yep.
15-yard line. He's 15-yard line. Then, clear as day, I'm like, oh.
Which I feel like was the same drive.
This was the same drive.
Yeah.
N'Keal Harry scores a touchdown, right? They ruled him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. But the problem was they couldn't review it because Belichick lost a challenge with the 4th down play early in the game. So because he won the second challenge, he wasn't awarded the 3rd challenge because he lost the first one.
Which he should have won.
They ruled it out of bounds at the 2-yard line when he clearly, by at least 3 or 4 inches away from out of bounds. Wasn't even close.
Now, the bullshit story that Jerome Bugger and those sons of bitches said was that they didn't have any clear vision. That's why they called the play off out of bounds. When you look at the replay, that judge was right fucking there. There was no way that you didn't see that. Maybe the dumbass didn't pay attention and looked somewhere else when the ball was right in front of him. So that's
At this
Jesus
point-
that's for you. You should get fired right there,
At this point,
right? But also another thing that they were supposed to do. Mind you, I'm an everyday man who's not NFL referee, but apparently have more common sense. If you're unsure, because they did say they're unsure, because they talked for like 20 minutes trying to figure out. If you were unsure, why don't you just call it a touchdown? Why? Because every scoring play is reviewed. So you would know right then and there. Again, what's the title of this podcast should not be the old. It should be, what's the point of replay?
yeah.
What's the point of replay? If you're not going to fucking use it or ignore it, what's the point? Now go ahead.
I couldn't have said better than myself, honestly. I couldn't have said better myself, honestly.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely fucking horrendous.
But to end this little segment, that's not why we lost the game.
No.
Just keep that in mind.
Exactly. I said it before. We
Yeah.
said it before. Those calls, as egregious as it was not the main reason we lost the game. They helped, but they're not the reason why we lost the game. That first half was abysmal.
Yeah. The
Abysmal.
offense.
Offense was absolutely
The
abysmal.
offense.
The first scoring drive in the first play, the first scoring drive
Was masterful.
masterful. Like literally surgically just destroying.
We
them.
look like the New England Patriots again.
And I said, ooh, they finally get it together. They say, listen, the Chiefs had one of the worst passing defenses in the league, going down at will. Only 7 points in the first half.
Yeah.
How many times did they have Patrick Mahomes sacked, did to rights? Couldn't get to him. Couldn't get to him. They couldn't get to him. The defense in the first half was like, they just got that attack.
Yeah, they weren't perfect in this game.
They were not.
They were great for 3 out of the 4 quarters. That second quarter for our defense was really, really bad.
It was bad, yeah.
Was arguably worse than any quarter in the Ravens game, to be honest. They got fucking shredded. They were allowing 3rd and 17s, 3rd and 15s. It was bad, that second quarter. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. But they fixed it.
The offensive line in the first half.
Shaq
Mason. I'm about to give up on him. So Nick Folk had got the kick blocked, and a lot of people was blaming Nick Folk. First of all, my thing is how
that was
not his fault.
Cannon and the turnstile. They were the biggest reason why that happened. It was them two.
Yeah.
When you look back at the replay, I thought it was Shaq. I saw him get beat, but no, it was the turnstile and Marcus Cannon.
Went right through them.
Went right through them like nothing.
Through them, and
Like a turnstile.
It got blocked and blocked the kick. And I'm like, yo, and a lot of people were saying, oh, this Nick Folk, he sucks.
No.
They say he missed 3 of the last 4 kicks. No, stop it. Nick Folk is trash. Yeah, I know he's garbage, but that's not his fault. It's not his fault. It was just like because the incompetence of, first of all, why is Marshall still on the fucking team?
I don't know.
Why? And then Isaiah, and then Marcus Cannon, he started to come like Nate Soldier.
Oh, Nate Soldier, that piece of shit.
Yeah, he started coming like him.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he sucks. He can't stay healthy. When he's healthy, he's fucking getting beat every play.
Yeah, he sucks. He had a great season in 2016-17. He was nice. After that, he wasn't all that last year. He was all right.
So, special teams didn't play well either. But, what can you do?
They're my special teams. I love them.
What can
I'll
you do?
always forgive them.
Listen, they usually be on point anyway. But, Bailey was able to punt them deep in the thing anyway.
Is that...
It was good in the second half. They was able to punt. They punt well.
That offense, dog.
It is bad. It's really bad. And it's like they're not. Josh McDaniels was saying that, oh, well, we need to get N'Keal Harry open in coverage. How, motherfucker? When none of these people can get open. None of them can get open. What are you doing? And it's like James White is doing the best he can. And this is what pissed me off the most. Brandon Bolden, when he put him in the game, he gets a lot of yardage in the game. He scored a touchdown. Why the fuck are you not running Brandon Bolden more? He's good. He's good. Think about it last year in Miami when he killed us in Miami last year. He killed us
In like
last year.
3 runs.
In 3 runs, he killed us. Like I said, Sonny Michel, even though Raul say he's trash and he's not having a good year. James White, for the most part, okay, but run Brandon Bolden more. Run them more. I don't get it. Why?
I don't get it either.
And then Josh McDaniels. Why the fuck did you go for on 4th and 7? Why? We're in field goal range. Take the points. Why'd you go for on 4th and 7 for?
4th and 7.
Why?
So we couldn't move the fucking.
Well, you could have
ball.
moved the ball. Like this shit I'm fucking talking about. What you trying to be fancy with the play calling? This offense have not done nothing to warrant you to play fancy with the Chiefs. If the Chiefs, honestly speaking, if the Patriots defense didn't lock them up in the second half,
You would have got blown
we
out.
would have got blown out. The game would have been over by fucking halftime. It would have been a lot worse than the score was already. Like, shit, you fucking idiot. And it's like, yo, why, bro? What is wrong with you? Like, I was so mad. Like, yo, this is pissing me off, bro. Like, why?
Nah, but this personnel
It's not good.
problem. Plus, the injuries don't help. You know, we're on our 3rd center. We have no fullback. You know, our tight end was dead for like 11 fucking weeks. You know.
You know the crazy stat was? The Patriots have 27 receptions for tight ends in 13 games.
That's more than I thought.
Which is obviously the worst in the NFL. But it's bad. They can't move the ball.
Cause that's the reason why Sony's so trash. Cause the line isn't healthy and we don't have James Devlin, the great James Devlin, who helps a lot. I miss the son bitch. I'm not sure Tom Brady does too.
And the thing that kind of bothered me, right? It didn't bother me. It was a great play by Breeland in the final play of the game.
Yeah, the interception.
Breeland was getting killed all game. But in the final play of the game, when the Patriots are literally in the red zone to
Okay.
tie the game, Breeland made a great play on Edelman. Edelman was open. My thing is, why wasn't Sanu in the game on the field on that play?
What I think should have been in the game was our 1st round draft pick. His bread and butter
It's the red zone.
Contact catches. So why not let him do what he does best?
And John McDaniels say, "Oh, we want him to get open." Listen, put him in the game. Listen, I understand that he was injured half the year and he's playing in the toughest part of the schedule, whatever. You need to listen. You drafted him 1st round for a reason. Play him. Let some people need on the job training, and so it's fine. You get better as you go along, but play him. Do something. Jacoby Myers was pretty decent in this game too. But
in the second half,
second
he was
half,
actually
yeah.
pretty fucking trash the first half.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You drafted him. You put him on the team past the preseason. Come on, play him. Play him. You know what I'm saying? We're terrible in the red zone. We're terrible in the red zone. You gotta do something with that.
Look, all right, so that brings me to the quarterback. All right. This will be the last segment we have. No, it doesn't. We have a playoff thing. Look, the last few games, you can see that he has no fucking help, obviously. This is probably the worst personnel we've had, like, ever, arguably. I don't think it was worth 2006, but like, I don't know. Like, we really couldn't fucking can't move the ball right now. I've never seen this before. Like, again, he's not exempt either. People need to realize that too. But again, what I always say is that he's too old to be carrying shit the way he's carrying shit now. He can't do it anymore. But what my problem with him was, if this is one phrase that I've always hated with a burning passion since I heard it, and it's this Brady circle of trust shit. Like, I understand that we run a very anticipatory timing offense, and you need people to be in the right spot all the time. Okay, I get it. They're fucking up. Okay, I understand it. But if you don't give them the ball, isn't that worse? Because you're not moving the fucking ball at all. So what's the difference between you trying to give them the ball and they're messing up, and is you just not giving them the ball at all? What's the point? That's retarded. I'd rather you fuck up and throw 3 or 13 more interceptions because you're trying than be like Aaron Rodgers, not do it at all and do nothing. I'd rather you try. Try. Give it to them. If they fuck up, all right. Like, look, at this point, you don't have a choice anymore to give them the ball. Otherwise, we're literally never going to move past the 30. Because people literally double Edelman and they double White now. Because that's the only people you give the ball to at this point. You're going to have to give these kids the ball. Like, you don't have a fucking choice. You really don't. So stop with this trust shit. Erase that and just give it to them. You have to give it to them. Whether they're covered or not. It has to happen. You don't have a choice anymore. You can't do it alone anymore. You're 42, not 32, brother. Like, you can't do it anymore. So that trust shit has to get out the fucking window. I've always hated that. Even when we were really good in office, I hated that phrase. Because then you get too hungry. Like, he used to, like, zero on Gronkowski because of that, and he would throw picks because of that. Like, defenses, no. Like, don't zero in. You have to spread the ball out. You're at your best when you spread the ball out. You're gonna have to give them kids the ball no matter what. You don't have a choice. You can't throw your grandmother. She ain't on the team. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna have to throw it to them. So stop that trust shit and just heave it. You don't have a choice. That's the purpose of drafting Keel. His bread and butter is those heaves, those contested catches. You're gonna have to give him the ball.
Absolutely.
Just that simple. Now, the last segment. So, is it panic time?
No, it's not panic time. But to me, if you're gonna be concerned, yes. But it's not time to panic yet. They play the Bengals next week.
Yeah, who we cheated for apparently.
Apparently, which we cheated for apparently. But in all that's set in stone. Open the playbook.
Yeah, this is a chance.
Josh McDaniels.
This is a practice squad team. This is a chance.
I'm gonna ask Josh McDaniels something. Josh McDaniels. This is the worst passing defense in the league.
Or team.
The worst rushing defense in the league. They
team.
can't stop the run to save their life. They can't. If you can't run the ball on this team, then I don't know what to tell you. Then maybe you should relieve yourself from offensive coordinator play calling because this is ridiculous. I expect N'Keal Harry to absolutely annihilate this defense. This is, if you want him to get like confidence right now, this is the game to do it. This is the game for the Patriots to completely play free with, especially since they accused you for being dumb and spying on a 1-12 team, allegedly.
Right, so might as well beat the shit out of them.
You might as well beat the fuck out of them and call it a day and say, we're gonna beat the fuck out of you, and then worry about the Bills and on next Saturday.
Oh my god, that's actually a scary game.
Which will decide our division.
The AFC East. Who would have thought?
Yeah, and the Bills play against the Steelers this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sunday night
football. So it's gonna be fun.
So then, what are you expecting in January?
As far
What
as
is our ceiling to you?
listen, obviously the ceiling's gonna be at minimum AFC Championship game. That's always been the goal. That's like minimum. Anything less than that's a fucking failure of a season. But the way they've been playing right now, if they fucking around, they have the potential to get bumped in the division round by how they've been playing. But in January, they didn't know to turn it up. And I've watched them too many times to count them out in January. But this is a little bit concerning as far as them having to, like, blah, 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 blah. Get it together. That's it. Yes, beat the Bengals and keep it moving from there.
To me, I always have two sides to me. I have the biased homer side, and I have the analytic side. The biased homer side, I was going to say Super Bowl because that's just how it is. So now, with my brain, I don't see this team going past the AFC Championship game this year. I don't see how we can fix these problems to the point where we can beat a Ravens. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see it with this team. I want to be wrong more than I ever want to be wrong in my life. But this feels different from last year. People can say, what about last year? I was saying this shit for the last month. This doesn't feel the same. We weren't losing like this last year. Last year, I knew we were going to be fine. This year, no. I don't think we're going to be winning the AFC Championship game this year.
We'll get there.
We're going to get there. We're not going one and done. I guarantee you that.
But the way they're playing, you might think that, they go one and done. But the fan in me was like saying no.
No, it's not analytic.
There's no way. There's no way.
Let's look at the matchups. Let's say, who can we possibly play? We play Kansas City. We ain't losing to them like that. We're going to have them at home again. We know what to do against them this time. And Andy Reid just know how to coach playoffs. We're going to be fine.
They'll find a way to lose anyway.
Yeah, we're going to be fine. We're going to beat them this time. Houston, did you see Sunday? They won their Super Bowl. We're going to beat the shit out of them. We're not losing to them again. That's not happening. Like, come on now. They're a bad football team.
Buffalo Buffalo.
That's the hardest one we'll have in the divisional round.
If they manage to get to us, that depends. That means that the 6th seed would have to beat the 3rd seed for that to happen. Which means that which is unlikely. More than likely, Buffalo's gonna go to Baltimore.
To me, that's the hardest team we'll have to play.
More than likely, Baltimore gotta play Buffalo in the divisional round. More than likely, and they don't want to see them again. So, let's imagine.
No, Buffalo is tough, but we'll beat them though.
Yeah, so I'm convinced. Like I said, the Ravens don't want to see Buffalo again. So, more than likely, I'll play in the divisional round anyway. So. You know what would be crazy? You know how crazy it would be if it happened to be a Buffalo-New England championship game?
Oh,
how
lucky us.
Crazy that would be. And honestly, if that were to be the case, I probably would be petrified.
I'm not.
Petrified because it's like, listen, I mean, then again, only because, how the anticipation, especially to that stadium, is going to be crazy. And a divisional game to decide who represents the championship, the AFC championship, to me, it's be crazy, but
I'm not scared of them. They come to our house. Sorry.
I mean, like I said, but they're talking about the way they've been playing, so it's like either way. But
their offense is too trash. They don't look like the only reason why I gonna count them out because this will be a similar situation what happened in 2010. The difference is we had the 25th best defense that time. We have the first now. They'll be enough to win the game. That's why I refuse to believe we're going to lose the playoff game because this defense is too damn special. They'll win the game alone against any of the bottom seeds. Now, when it comes to Baltimore, that's a different fucking story. I don't know what the hell's going to happen there. But, yeah.
True. But other than that...
Yeah, that's it.
That's it for then and there.
Yeah, a good long one for you because this was a very concerning loss. It's pretty depressing.
Get it together, New England Patriots. We're going to be fine. We're going to be just fine, guys. We just have to take care of business. We may have to go back to Baltimore for the AFC Championship game. Maybe, maybe not. We just have to take care of business alone. Week 16 is going to probably be the biggest game in Buffalo's career, Buffalo's history in a long time, besides their Super Bowls.
Since the 90s, yeah.
Because they have a chance to win the division. Now, if somehow, some way, the Bills happen to beat us, right, in Week 16, happen to go into Foxborough and beat us, we are screwed. That's point there. We are screwed.
We'll be the 5th seed.
We'll be the 5th seed, and
we gotta go to Houston or Tennessee. Or Kansas City.
Or Kansas City. Honestly speaking, if we had to go on the road in the wild card, even though it hadn't done before, but for me, I don't like it, and we are screwed. So we had to take care of the business and get it right there. Other than that, like, share, and subscribe. We on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, Google Play Radio, and we're on Twitter at...
iPodcast Dynasty.
Yes, also. So other than that, we will see you later.
Yeah, we will.
Most importantly, let's go Pats. And 32 bars, not too far, will be the final road bar in the regular season. We'll be at Phoebe's. We'll talk more about that on the next episode. So, peace.
Peace out.